Perpetual victim with an abusive nature, feeling so stuck, they tear like paper. Can't let anything go, no. Cries like a bitch, this we know, no. Won't let anything go, no. Cries if his mother's called a ho. Let's take a second to pray for his mom. He said 5 years ago that she was term, Isn't it true that we're all actually dying? Gigi, don't be a bitch, boy, just stop your earth and lying. It's your mom's son, it's your mom's son, it's your mom's son. It's your mom's son. That's your mom's son. Gigi's bullshit is coming to the surface. More people than ever know that he's just effing worthless. Perpetual victim with an abusive nature, feeling so soft, they tear like paper. Can't let anything go, no. Cries like a bitch, this we know, no. Won't let anything go, no. Cries if his mother's called a ho. Let's take a second to pray for his mom. He said 5 years ago that she was term, Isn't it true that we're all actually dying? Gigi, don't be a bitch, boy, just stop your earth and lying. It's your mom's son, it's your mom's son, it's your mom's son. It's your mom's son, it's your mom's son. It's your mom's son. That's your mom's son. Isn't it true that we're all actually dying? Gigi, don't be a bitch, boy.
Hello. Just to start, can everybody hear me? I know a lot of you will probably be in that other stream already, but wowzers, it's not exactly proving that DC lost the case, is he? He is, however, going over very old things, and I do believe he thought this stream were going to be took down. So, yeah, I think he's saying things he wasn't planning to. So, hello, everybody. I don't want to... I'll say hey to everyone as I'm going through. I want to get into this if I can. I'm shaking at the minute. I've just been running around like a crazy woman. Me. I'll get this shirt. Right. He's doing a GG. He's going GG. Definitely. He is baiting big time. So I'm going to try to get to it quick. We can go past these. Right, so we had 2 AI songs, one by Kerry, one by Christopher. Crap. Just awful. They clearly didn't write the song. They asked AI to do it. And both of the songs, Call Miss Husky, Her and She, throughout, sound awful. Let's get into it quickly anyway. Well, I would run round like a same woman if I didn't have minutes to start. I only just decided I was going to do this. So let's get into it. Share screen. Right, let's go from it. We can.
Christopher made that, my friend. I'm going to put his to see you. We got Denise in the Fashizi. We got Galley Groove. Hi, Chris. Danielle Cass said hello to Danielle. You throw that in there. So when Robert called me, he said, hey, Rosanna, you like it? Thank you. So when Robert called me, he asked me if, I could collect the money because now we're going to have to, pay for this man. So I collected the $1,800 and I was lucky enough to get it in one day. That's the kind of support that I have on YouTube. That I know people have said, oh, there's so many people that are, angry with Husky, this and that, the other. And maybe there are, but I also do have people that support me very strongly. So
He does have people who support him very strongly. Yes, this is the guy who's claiming in a court of law that he has lost supporters and lost income. But he's saying here he was able to get $1,800 in one day because he has the best supporters around.
So I was able to collect $1,800 in one day, and some of you may remember. Also, if you remember, I said, if I win the case, hey, Crapella Scavella, I said, if I win the case, I know you do, Amber. I have your back too, sweetheart. But don't go stealing no more burgers, please, and don't piss anywhere other than the toilet. I said, if I win the case, I am going to return the money to the people that donated, right? So I wanted to make this video to tell you guys.
That came with conditions, by the way. You get your money back if he likes you and he deems you to have not said anything bad about him, which isn't what he speculated or stipulated at the beginning of his campaign, is it?
Guys, that I won the case! Yeah. So I won the case.
He won the case. He's just told us that he's going to pay back anyone who wants the money. So, in essence, he's telling us DC has given him money. Let's see what else he tells us about this private agreement is made.
I have not said anything. It's been over 2 weeks. Thank you. Thank you. But I want to let you guys know that anybody that wants what they donated back, you are more than welcome to send me an email. And I know Yado, and I will gladly refund the money. Okay? Thank you, Ida. Oh, good to see you. I'm very happy. I was very confident from the beginning. And, this is, unfortunately, this is the route that the internet is going. It's sad, but it is what it is. So you win some, you lose some, and guess what? I won. That weight color is really Salty Peach? I thought that it's not. I'm glad you guys liked it. I'll wear it for you guys. I would have wear this out because I gotta feel good in it, and I don't feel that great in it. I like myself in blonde. I'm safe when it's blonde. But yeah, okay.
Sorry, I went a bit quiet then. I was trying to do something. But how is everybody anyway? I'm calming down a bit now. Yeah. Just he's going in on negs a lot now. Anything I've noticed on the docket for the case with Clara, that negs has been taken off it completely. Even his $20 filing that he made. So maybe this is him trying to reopen the case by adding negs back in. I don't know, but we'll see.
So I want to let you know that yes, you get your money back. That's always a word I'm going to keep. And yeah, I won. So I didn't tweet about it. I didn't tell anybody I won nothing. I didn't say nothing. Now, I am going to, DC made a video. I didn't remember I gave anything. I did. I don't want it back. Well, hi.
One's in the chat if you think anybody is going to get the money back, or two's in the chat if you think people who are close friends of his are just going to claim they did, or say they don't want it back.
I don't remember who gave anything, really, but if you did, sweetheart, just message me.
So if you don't remember and there's no way of knowing who gave him anything, now is he going to verify people who are asking for refunds? It's because there's no intention of refunds.
Thank you. Okay. So DC did a video like right when the case was over. She did not wait. She did a video. She knew she was going to get views. Thank you. I think it's one of her most viewed videos. I ain't saying nothing. I ain't saying nothing. Oh, by the way, you like my Gucci's? So drinks on Husky. Now don't get crazy. I'm giving you your money back, and you can get your own drink, honey. When you come over here, I'll buy you one. Okay. So she made a video, and she lied a lot, as DC does. We all know that. So I wasn't in a rush. It didn't bother me at that time. I was watching it. I watched it. I was listening to it on. I went up to Hecate's panel, and we were listening to it. I said nothing. Hi, Blue Eyed Floozy. What's up, girl? I didn't say anything, and everybody was like, I'm so proud of you. You're not saying anything. I can't. But no, because you know what? Hi, Bubba. Good to see you. You're not saying anything. You don't. No, because
so he's up here saying she can't lie about him, but he can say she is lying without showing any proof or anything. This is meant to be a slap down stream of him saying he won. All he does is start talking about old stuff.
Hi, Charlotte. Hi, Bo. I'm like, no, because there's several reasons why. A, I'm not the same Husky that I was. Hi, Lizbeth. I'm not the same Husky that I was in the beginning. I'm experienced now. I am marinated. Okay.
Oh, just so you know, AK, us is just blaming Negs non-stop about all the trauma stuff and that. So this is fun.
I'm not saying I'm an expert, but I'm saying that I am trying to learn and not repeat the same behavior and do better. That's what I'm saying. Okay. So there was no whatchamacallit, knee-jerk reaction or whatever you want to call it. I let her speak. And she said that, she's going to, make this one video. Then she said, well, I might do a couple of uploads. Then 5 minutes later, she said, well, I might make another video. But you know what? Do what you got to do. I know you need content, DC. I know your videos get 400 or 500 views unless you want to talk about Zachary Michael or you want to talk about Husky.
Right. So she gets more views on subjects, and some subjects she gets less views on. But what's Husky's views? Let this play.
He got to what, 1,900 views? I don't think you ever got 1,900 views, or 1,800, whatever it is. Good on you. I'm good. I'm not trying to, affect your bag. I really don't. Nor do I give a damn. But I do want to correct some of your lies, because you can talk about me all you want. You can react about me, make videos about me, make fun of me, but you will not lie on me. And before we get started, I want to ask you this one question. How does my ass taste, DC? Does it taste good?
Maybe don't sexually harass people you're in court with, Husky. Maybe that's a bit.
Remember when you asked me that question 2.5 years ago? Now I ask you, bitch. All right, we're going to get the video up and we are going to react to it.
It's my belief. I made it quite clear on Twitter that I think Husky was trying to bait DC into taking the video down. He's copying the AI chains. They're all shit, by the way. I'll put a video out on how to make them good if you want, Husky. But yeah, when he does actually start reviewing, I think it's quite apparent he wasn't exactly ready for it to keep it up. But that's just my opinion. Hey Scar, hey Yamano, hey Spiting Tights. Oh, I like that. Hey Kimberlina. He does a lot of quietness now. Hey.
All right, we're going to do
I haven't seen you before, but hello. Yamano, darling. Whoop, whoop. 2 cardinals, always nice. Alex and
by the way, I find her intro extremely annoying. And it's just, I don't know, redundant.
Yeah. Panda. Yeah, he's playing this.
I know.
I Moses was playing.
Oh my gosh.
How are you? So today, the Husky lawsuit was officially closed by the court.
That is correct.
Earlier this week, we reached an agreement.
By the way, just so you know, everything she wrote down, that's why she didn't turn on the camera. She's reading, which is fine. I wrote everything down, but I don't know if you can tell. She wrote everything down because I think she's a little.
Too card. I think he was hoping it were going to be taken down by the time that music finished playing. I really do. I think he wanted his Nikki P Savage mic drop moment. Like, yeah, they just happen naturally. You can't orchestrate them, not like that anyway. People learn lessons after they see stuff. Crapola, sorry, 1 second. I've lost it. There we go.
All parties agreed to it, and today the court closed the case. So as I go forward, I want everybody to get one message very loud and clear. I want everybody to understand what I'm about to say. Astro, thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. The decisions that Negs and I made were made for the good of our family, for the good of our mental health. We took no one else into consideration. We could give a fuck less about any other legal proceeding that is going on now, or any
right, that's what I want to ask you, Yanks, right? Do you really say that? I couldn't give a fuck less, because like here, we say I couldn't give a fuck. Like, as in at all, I couldn't give one. But yeah, I don't know. You'll have to explain that one to me. Or else we say I couldn't give 2 fucks.
that happens in the future involving this individual. We don't care.
Hey, Silvana.
You're on your own. We were not about to double and triple down to make a point or to move forward in what was proving to be a very, very costly legal battle that could have continued for God only knows how long. And I know that there were some people out there who were disappointed and were like, oh my God, but you've got the money to fight it. Why aren't you fighting it? Well, because there are much better uses for money than paying them to a lawyer.
And those much better uses are giving it to Neds.
Hey, Panda Queen.
A ridiculous, frivolous lawsuit. That is the way I feel.
Okay. Cool.
And that is the way Negs feels. So,
he's feeling
anybody who doesn't like it can just get the fuck over it. Again, if you're having a problem with this individual now, it's not my problem. You fix it. You move forward and you make a point. I am not the one, and neither is Negs.
I'm glad you said that, Silvana. I'm going to make that point.
So, I'm going to have to take you guys back a little bit. And I am going to have to review some salient points. First of all,
I don't know if you can hear my background. I'm like screen recording on my mobile, on my other mobile in background. I've got it away from me, but I can hear it a bit. All he's doing is talking about Neg. He's inciting Negs big time. There's some fucking plot here from Maxwell. You know, the little cunts up to something, don't you?
This lawsuit was not a defamation lawsuit, okay? Before TMU LawTube jumps in and starts to offer up their ignorant opinions, this was not a defamation suit.
No, it's a breach of contract.
This was a breach of contract suit.
Correct.
No contract was breached.
Well, that's
no contract was breached. Let me emphasize that. No one breached a fucking thing. Okay? There were a number of allegations that were made that were not true. One of them was that I had disclosed details about the non-disclosure agreement to Sherry. That is not true. My lawyer has proof that that is not true.
What the hell?
I had exactly one email communication with Sherry.
How do I? Right. I'm just saying.
And that was when she had written to Husky, because Husky had said that once the first suit was over,
is someone sniffing and rubbing the nose a lot? Does it seem like there might be some residue?
To his $3,000 GoFundMe to hire Maxwell
You know,
in
when
the
people get a
TRO
good bit of
application that I
money,
made. Sherry wrote to him. He refused to refund her money. And she wrote to me and she asked me if there was any money involved in the settlement. And I told
Okay.
get what I'm saying? He's just had a payout. He's offering to pay everyone. He's being unreasonable and saying crazy shit. Sniffing, rubbing his nose. I'd zoom in, but I don't want the heat. But I know what I believe I'm seeing. I don't know about anyone else.
What DC doesn't want you to know, that's why she's not telling you, is when Sherry, let me read first what I wrote. Whoever wanted their money back, got it back. Sherry asked for it and thought it would be cute to keep calling me a predator. So I took the 200.
You're very, very bloody right, two Cardinals. All I see him doing is saying DC's correct and nodding his head. And then he just goes straight into Neg's rant, throws a bit of AK in there. We'll see. It seems odd. But does it seem odd if someone's just got a shit ton of money, or what they'd consider to be, and they're partying and they're mad?
$100 that I was going to give back to Sherry, had she not called me a predator, I donated and gave it 2 super chats to Belinda. 2 $99 super chats. You remember that, Booby? I sent it to Belinda, and one was because I love her, and the other super chat was because I said, eat this, Sherry. Something like that. Sherry, it's not cute.
You mentioned a verbal contract, like if anyone donated to you that, you would refund them. You didn't add stipulations to that. Sherry would be within her rights to take you to small claims court and for damages because of the reputational damage you're causing her by saying these things. And at the day, you added no stipulations of being nice to you or agreeing with everything you say to get your money back. You didn't. She asked for it back. You didn't give it her back. You're currently telling your chat now that you're going to give people the money back. Why should they fucking believe you? And anyone who wants the money back probably has seen your ass since you started all this shit. Because I know there's a lot of people in Sam's community who donated to you who have now seen what you are and would like the money back. I know that. Are you going to give it him? Fucking doubt it.
Called me that word. So you're going to get punished, honey. You got punished and you didn't get your money back. I don't care. I wanted to show you that I didn't eat your money. Okay? I took that $200 and I gave it to someone who deserved it and needed it. You had no right to call me that word. And you learned your lesson.
her, I can't discuss it. That was the beginning. And that was the fucking end of the conversation. Sherry herself came forward publicly in chats and comment sections to state clearly that I had never revealed a word about anything having to do with the agreement, the settlement agreement.
Okay, cool.
In fact, the person who blew the lid off of the
Again, he's not disagreeing with her, is he?
settlement agreement was Maxwell, when he put details of said agreement in a public legal filing. It was not me. It was not me.
I mean,
I
you
didn't
lied.
say anything.
You never lied, right?
I don't know
You
where
never
he
lied.
got this information. But whoever told him was wrong. I never said a word. Not a word.
Cool.
Next point.
When are you going to start calling her a liar, Husky? Pussy.
The vast majority of these lawsuits end up in settlement. That's what we were told. Upwards of 99% of them are settled. Why? Because nobody wants to move forward with this albatross around their neck, spending enormous sums of money on legal counsel. Well, at least we were. I can't speak for the other part.
My guess and my personal opinion too, Cardinals, is that he's had a payout today, which is why he's offering money back to people, because he'll be able to now that he's received funds. I think he made a call to certain people, and I believe he's in a certain way. If you get
having their lives grind to a halt and proceed at a snail's pace.
Then why did you start this court shit 3 years ago, DC? I didn't write this part down. You started it because you thought it would be cute, right? when you fired up that live stream and you said, save the date, Husky, I'm getting a protective order against Husky because you claimed that you were so in fear for your life. You remember that, DC? That I was...
I will agree with me. Like, you know, DC did start all this shit. She did. High emotional support, muffin.
Basically shitting in my pants because I didn't understand what the hell I did. I'm just doing back and forth F shit on the internet. And now all of a sudden you're scared for your life. So I decided to get an attorney. And when I got my attorney, we decided to sue you, bitch. So you didn't know that.
Is this just me or not? Is this just me or not? I don't know, but yeah.
Because I kept it. And then a day or two before the stream, before the hearing,
Hi,
you
Bunny
came
Melon.
on and said, I have an ace up my sleeve. You remember that, you skank? You remember that? I do. You have an ace up your sleeve.
They say you're a skank. Well, Husky said that. I didn't. I'd never call you that. I just call you Dusty. And hi, Rocco.
That's when I started thinking. I said, let me think of all the possibilities. What is she possibly thinking of doing? Then when it came time, we went to court. You were not there. And you thought that was going to be a win for you, right? We waited and waited, emailed you. I think they called you. You made the judge sit there and wait, and you were nowhere to be found, right?
You make the judge sit there and look at you.
Why weren't you ready, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, because you were so scared of your life, and you wanted to get this restraining order so you can get protected? Why? Because you wanted just for it to go away, because you knew you were not going to get it, and you wanted me to lose that $3,000, right? That's what you wanted. But little did you know that your ass got handed, your ass got handed a silver platter or whatever the fuck you want to call it, bitch. That's what happened to you. I handed you your ass.
Right, listen. I get the beginning of this. She did start her fuck shit. I can imagine Maxwell seeing that. This guy's managed to raise money off the internet very quickly to pay for his services, and then they didn't even turn up, so he didn't even have to really do work. I can imagine him saying like, right, well, it wasn't even the 3,000. Let's go on, and I think we can do something about this because she's behaved inappropriately in front of the court already, and it will have pissed him off.
Ass in a silver platter. Don't fuck with me. You didn't know you were going to be sued. You keep fucking around and you fucking around, and that's why you finally found out, bitch. You thought it was going to be over just because you didn't show up? And then her excuse was, I didn't know the date. You senile looking bitch. How did I know? It was your TRO.
It's just announced GG's going to be live at 5.
How was I there? Know what time it was, know the date, but you didn't know? Just when you thought it was over, the party got started, honey.
Yep.
And it's been a hell of a ride for you, hasn't it?
Because the courts are quite slow and have a lawsuit drag out for a year or maybe 2 or even more, given the way that Maxwell emails and files motions and TROs and everything else. Who knows when this would have ended? I have absolutely no idea, and I wasn't in the mood to find out.
You sure?
So we decided enough was enough. And
sorry, I forgot to post the link. It's there if anyone wants to join me. Sorry, I was in a panic. I'm on 42, Eamon, he's also on. Because he won 50 when I started. Oh, he's finishing.
We are, oh God. Would you get the fuck out of my chat?
Oh, that were me. 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 Get the fuck out of chat. That were me. Nikki P. Yay.
We were in absolutely no mood to find out how long this was going to take. But I can assure you that we were ready. We were very, very ready. And our lawyer was very well prepared with an enormous amount of evidence. An enormous amount of evidence. Now, one of the things that was said was, oh, but when you when you get sued for defamation or whatever, because people still don't know what the lawsuit was about, you know, you can't go into court and say, oh, but so-and-so did this, and therefore I'm innocent. No, 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 no.
I love you too, Yamino, and hiya, Indigo Soul. Guy makes me a bit afraid. I really hope he doesn't win over AK. Well, I hope we can make sure we don't win over AK. Remember, there's a template floating around now. If you want it, if you're Griffgam, fuck off. Or you can, like, have a good look and see what we're saying about you.
That's not correct. When you go into court, you have the opportunity to present your side of the story.
Hi, Sky.
And when there is money involved, when somebody is asking for money, and there was an enormous amount of money attached to this lawsuit, then by all means, when somebody is accusing you of having...
Okay, sorry to cut it off. Does she have dentures on? Yes. So do you remember about a year ago when she was talking about veneers and she was making fun of my veneers? She goes, the first time he got...
Hey, Cassandra, love, this is... Right, he starts getting really unhinged now. And then I went live, so I've heard bits in the background, but I haven't heard it all. All I know is he's going crazy on negs. He's trying to draw negs back into this somehow for some reason. And AK is absolutely right. It's not a win. What has he described it? What has he said? He's said he's got money, basically, by telling us that he can pay people back. But he's also told us DC can talk about him, she can make fun of him, and she can make content on him. She just can't lie on him. So he's divulged basically the whole bloody agreement, idiot.
A couple of veneers in the top teeth. Then the second time when he went back, the colors don't match. I went to the same dentist. It's the same colors, you idiot. And then at the same time, she said she's getting veneers too. They're not veneers. Do not be fooled. Those are dentures. She's wearing partial dentures. Maybe the whole thing. That's why every time when she's on camera, she's like, she's going like that. It's like weird. And you see like the teeth, that's not veneers. She does not have veneers. And her bottom teeth are not even touched. They're still the old weird teeth. So don't lie and say you got veneers, honey. You don't have it. It's okay.
Having disrupted their business, when somebody is saying that you are the cause for their inability to make money on the internet, in this case, then you can absolutely walk into court with a ton of evidence and say, actually, there's another reason why we believe this individual is not succeeding on the internet as a live streamer, as a content creator, whatever. This is something people don't seem to understand. If you are claiming a loss of income, then there are all kinds of ways to prove that the income was lost for another reason.
I'll say, DC's making claims, and you said she was a liar. Are you gonna tell us how? Or were you expecting the string to be down by now, baby?
So, one of the things that Maxwell did was he added into the complaint issues that had been raised in the lawsuit that was filed against me individually. I guess in 23.
You still didn't learn your lesson, did you?
Those issues were settled when the lawsuit was closed. Those issues were settled, but for some reason, Maxwell wanted to drag it all back up. Well, he opened a door. What he didn't realize was that he opened a door.
It is underwhelming, Kimberly, but it's quite funny. I think it shows the point that, the fact he played their entire intro song and that, he knew he could skip that. He was thinking it'd be down and he wouldn't have to say it. That's what's going on. That's why it's underwhelming. And then he just starts going fucking apeshit. So yeah, let's go.
And it was a door that we were...
Hill World, it was live. It's just this minute finished. So I'm like, bit sniping, but back, if you get me.
By the way, she really is not smart like she pretends she is. I promise you that. She talks a big talk. She was in that business, right? Reporting.
We're doing that legitimate sniping.
And she thinks she could make anything into hot news, right? And she can make things bigger than they are. She is not the intelligent person that she claims to be. She's really, really not. And that's not what I'm saying. I mean, when she pretends to speak the law and preach the law. When I speak to Robert is like, that, what is she talking about? I'm like, I'm just getting so angry. He's like, well, that's why are you listening to her? Why do you listen to what comes out of her mouth? She don't know what the hell she's talking about. Yeah, she's boring.
So Maxwell, you're going to Maxwell saying, she's saying this, she's saying that, and he's saying, stop listening to her, it's doing you no good. That's what's going on. So, and hi, hey, her world. Sorry, I didn't say hello. Yeah, no, Robert doesn't know the law. Yep, you're quite correct. Correct? Bloody hell. Just ask the judge like kindergarten.
You listening to someone, they're not speaking the actual law, and you getting bothered by it. Stop watching. Don't learn the law through her. Okay, that's why she wants to say, "Oh, Robert opened the doors to this or did that," and blah blah blah. Okay, cool.
Going to walk through with boatloads and boatloads and boatloads of evidence. I'm going to show you some things this evening. I was going to play some video clips, but I'm not going to because, quite frankly, they're nauseating. They are offensive. And infuriating. So.
And by the way, I have those same kind.
Oh crap! I was muted. Hi, Wicked Crafter. Sorry, I was muted then, but I was saying hello. And I like troublemakers. If I ever do get memberships, which I probably won't, but if I ever do, it's going to be the 99p troublemaker tier, 99 pence troublemaker tier. And hi, Gothic. It's nice to see you.
Kind of videos that you did about me. Nauseating, infuriating, disgusting. Talked about my family. You talked about me, my sex life. You lied about me. You wished harm on me. You wanted me to.
As also ever talked about Negs' family or DC's family. Her aunt's money, you know. I think he's talked about her vagina and sex life as well. Like, I think he's done all these things. I think it wouldn't take long to pull them up, to be honest with you.
To get beat. You said all those things about me. You went as far as calling Gigi a predator.
Hey, Lana.
You went on a predator spree. Predator this, predator. Do not forget, AK was your daughter. Do not forget where you came from. How much you.
AK, don't forget where you came from. No, I know you said it to Clara, but he just said you were a daughter, so now I'm picturing you descending from DC's vajayjay. Sorry, everybody else.
You loved AK, right? I have lots of videos from you, DC. When I say lots, I mean from day one. I have it all, and I've saved it, and I've had to look at it. Not only of you, but of your bum boyfriend, so-called boyfriend, that probably hasn't taken you out to dinner yet. I have so many things that he has said, that he has done, that if people see it now, the new people.
Right. So, Negs has been officially released from the case. Like, you look on the docket, they've even, like, Negs had a $20 filing on the docket. That's gone. His name's completely gone from everything other than the filings. Why is he doing this now? Why is he going in on Negs now? And I know it doesn't seem like much yet, but I've heard what he was saying.
They won't even want to watch him. I mean, what, he only gets about 9 people anyway. But maybe they should see. Maybe they should see the things that you have done. Maybe they should see that you called Gigi a predator and how much you were close with Tragic and AK. And how much you hung out in the Discords.
Whoa, buddy. Sorry, Kino. I didn't even say it right, so you can't say I'm copying you. But how close was Gigi to AK and Tragic? I believe that Husky was close to AK and Tragic as well. Why does he get to bring DC's ex-relationship up with Tragic and AK and Neg's ex-relationship with Tragic? And why, when they were all bloody friends? They've all been friends at one point.
You claim that you have tons and tons of evidence. Why don't you ever show it? We have now gone through 2.
Bitch, a court of law ordered you to show your evidence, right? They extended your opportunity to show your evidence. Guess who's not give their fucking evidence over? Your case with DC is done. Why does she need to hand any evidence over now? You signed off on this. What she had to bring to court is no concern of yours now. But do you know what is your concern? Adhering to the court's orders. You, Maxwell and Gigi, are about to fucking see what's going on. You really are.
2 different, long, lengthy lawsuits. Where are all of the evidence? Show it.
Lisa Simpson! Do you know why you're late? Bet you're recording it.
You didn't do it. So you didn't do it. Just shut the fuck up then. If you thought that that was going to help you with this case or the other one, you should have showed it. And by the way, your lawyer is nothing but a fat beach whale.
I will refrain from playing those videos.
I believe he was talking about Clara then. Especially with calling the lawyer a fat beach whale. I doubt he'd call a male that. But let's just go back and listen to what he said again there. I got too excited because my Lisa came in.
We have now
my sky is well happy, babe.
Through 2 different, long, lengthy lawsuits. Where are all of your predator? And how much you were close with Tragic and AK? And how much you hung out in the discords? You claim that you have tons and tons of evidence. Why don't you ever show it? We have now gone through 2 different, long, lengthy lawsuits. Where are all of the evidence? Show it. You didn't do it. So you didn't do it. Just shut the fuck up then. If you thought that that was going to help you with this case or the other one, you should have showed it. And by the way, your lawyer is nothing but a fat beach whale.
Right. I'm pretty sure Clara didn't receive a filing of wanting sanctions and stuff like this because she didn't produce her evidence. I believe the case didn't get that far because once again she paid out. So you can want her evidence all you want now, but you've made an agreement with the woman. The only way you can bring this back round now is by making her do something where she does lie. That's a provable lie that you can prove she knows is a lie as well. There's that bit to it. Or you can create some new kind of defamation suit, which is why you're attacking Negs now. It's why you're calling everyone a skank and trying to connect everyone together. You've had a bit of life breathed into you because obviously you've got some fucking coppers in your back pocket and in the overalls, right? Yeah. Oh.
I will refrain from playing those video clips. Everything from incredibly sexist, disgusting insults leveled at me personally to all kinds of comments about our sex life,
said that.
Comments about our family, comments about things that were intensely personal. There were.
You did the same exact thing to me. You talked about my sex life. Why should I give a shit if I talk about yours? When you wish somebody harm and you wish for somebody to get beat, at that point, don't cry and complain and say, oh, they made fun of my dentures or they made fun of this. At that point, no one cares anymore.
Same as Gigi, downplaying his role in everything. He knows what he said about these two. They've said equally the same disgusting, deplorable things about him. And it's like I said at the beginning when I started talking to AK, I don't believe any fucker's got clean hands. And I don't think anyone deserves to be taking anyone caught when they know they haven't got clean hands.
DC, you don't get any more respect.
So many lies that were told. So many lies.
Show it.
Which I won't go into now. If I have to do a part 2, then I will do a part 2. But all that aside, that was all internet bullshit. The thing that...
It's at this point he knew he fucked up. Why isn't the bitch shut the stream down by now?
We could not tolerate, and the thing that we could not let go of, and the thing that we have been swallowing, the anger that we have been swallowing ever since the first settlement, was the fact that he got away with interfering in our family. He decided that he was going to take it to the next level.
A total lie.
He doxed my first husband.
Lie.
With the name and the picture.
Lie.
He doxed my other ex incorrectly. It was a failed dox.
Then that's not a dox.
But he kept on threatening me and saying that he had information about him, that he was going to spill.
How many times has Husky said someone's doxed him when it wasn't a real dox? How many times has he said he's been swatted when he wasn't bloody swatted? Right. He doesn't realise that the things he says can be held against him. He wants money. He wants a court lawyer. He wants a jury to make a decision in his favour on fresh fucking air and turning up in court looking sad as fuck. That's what he wants. Show your shit, I'll say. It's about time.
And he was saying...
I wrote down about that. I never doxed her ex. He was in someone's live stream, and he said he's DC's ex. Okay? He had a picture, and he had...
How much you betting that with fucking JJ or one of the farmers who'd found his information and then went into a chat with a fucking name? We've never seen that before, have we? Like, gaining ground, chomping at the fucking bit with all his lines written down for when Yabba came in chat. Made sure none of his mods checked it was her or anything. He was ready to go. Yeah. Idiot.
Had his name. How is that a dox? That's not a dox. I didn't go looking for him and then post it somewhere and identify him for some type of whatever reason, okay? He came out identifying himself. There is no dox on my part. I know you...
Sorry, as you Yanks would say, I need to go potty. Sorry. I'll be a minute, maybe minute 20, because I'm going to wash my hands because I'm not disgusting. All right, sorry about this.
Perpetual victim with an abusive nature, feeling so stuck, they tear like paper. Can't let anything go, no. Cries like a bitch, this we know, no. Won't let anything go, no. Cries if his mother's called a ho. Let's take a second to pray for his mom. He said 5 years ago that she was Isn't it true that we're all actually dying? Gigi, don't be a bitch, boy, just stop your earth and lying. It's your mom's son, it's your mom's son, it's your mom's son. It's your mom's son. That's your mom's son. Gigi's bullshit is coming to the surface. More people than ever know that he's just effing worthless. Perpetual victim with an abusive nature, feeling so soft, they tear like paper. Can't let anything go, no. Cries like a bitch, this we know, no. Won't let anything go, no. Cries if his mother's called a hoe. Oh, let's take a second to pray for his mom. He said 5 years ago that she was terminal. Isn't it true that we're all actually dying? Gigi, don't be a bitch, boy, just stop your ugly lying. It's your mom's son, it's your mom's son, it's your mom's son. It's your mom's son, it's your mom's son. It's your mom's son, that's your mom's son. Isn't it true that we're all actually dying? Gigi, don't be a bitch, boy.
Damn me for washing my hands, sorry. Did you all like that? Oh, crap, I'm playing myself. Not playing with myself, my phone started playing. You got me all out of breath now again. I had to run. Fuck my life. Right, sorry about that, lovelies.
You love to say and want people to believe that, okay? So that's not true, DC. Stop lying. Remember when you went searching for my ex-wife because you said that you were interested in my relationship, then posted it in your intro? Do you remember doing that, DC? This was before I mentioned that your ex was in someone's live stream. Do you remember in Discord, I have those snapshots that you said, I want to know if he's still married. I want to know this. I want to know that. Why were you so interested in my life? Why? What did my ex-wife ever do to you? She never went into chat. She never came into live streams. She never identified herself. Why did you want to know? Why are you so fixated in my family? Why? Why do you give a flying fuck if I was still married or not? If I was still married and I wanted everyone to know, I would let them know. If I don't tell you, that means it's none of your business. You wanted to out it, right? Then you took her picture, you took her legal name, and you used it as your intro, right? That's what you did. Do you forget who you are? Do you really forget what you are all about, DC? You know, yeah, a lot of people look at you when they see your age and they see you wear dentures and you live in an attic. They say, oh, this old thing probably would never do anything. She wouldn't harm a fly. Little do they know you hang out in Discord with the bodega and you go into real life. That's what you.
Wow. That freeze for a start, but yeah. Was he on about DC then, or Jan? I don't know. Sorry. Still a bit from running from the potty, but yeah, I don't want to go back. So let me know.
You do. You're a nasty old witch. Whatever I've said about you, calling you nasty, this, that, and the other for the past 2 years, let me sum it up right now. Nothing has fucking changed. Let me see what else she says. I have something else I got to say to her.
Saying that he was going to invite him onto his channel. You know, we've seen this before, right? We've seen how people infiltrate your personal life.
Yeah, I said this. I said that I was going to invite him on my channel and this, that, and the other. And so I did it to mess with you. Did I invite him on my channel? No.
To people from your personal life in order to get views and money and all that shit.
It's
right?
only okay when you do it.
It's become all too common around these parts.
You forgot when you doxed so many people.
But what we could not tolerate was the fact that Husky developed a fixation on the kids. He did.
You're a liar. You are a liar. There are no kids. Open up your ears, people. There are
bollocks. I was on a bloody different tab trying to find something. But yeah, it's like I don't want to defend Hussy. But yeah, what DC and Negs were saying, he was saying about their kids, about Negs' kids was like wrong, weren't it? They've over exaggerated, but it's nowhere somewhere he or Cliff does in relation to women and children and what he says about them. There's no limits. He will do what he will do. So
0 kids. None. No kids whatsoever. Whoever she wants to talk about, we are all adults. There are 0 fucking kids, DC. You need to stop fucking lying. 0 kids. All you 1,800 people that watched her fucking video, there are 0 fucking kids. I don't speak about them. I don't do anything with kids. I don't talk about the peace stuff. I don't do that crap in my community. We don't handle that topics.
well, he did talk about Negs' children. He has talked about him. He's talked about Negs' parenting. He's talked about all that kind of stuff. Yeah, he's not beyond talking about children, and he has called people nasty names. I know he's called AK paedophile. Like, he's not beyond this kind of stuff at all. He did. He was saying he was going to turn Neg's son gay or something. Like, he was going to indoctrinate him and shit. Like, he just lies. He lies. But so does Clara. So does everyone, it seems. It's a bit flipping annoying.
We don't talk about it. 0. Stop lying. Everybody listen up. DC Returns is a liar. There were 0 kids. She is sick in the head. You are sick in the head, woman. Anybody that tries to paint another person to be the P word and said that they're fixated on kids is sick.
Which B word? Say it. If you're going to take people to court with your old fucking chest, at least have the fucking decency to convey the right message to your audience who you asked for money to help you in this case. Like, she didn't call you a paedophile. Show it. You meant to have done that already. You know this case is fucked. You know you can't prove discovery. You know your discovery is going to end up costing you court costs. Huh? Because it's going to show what a vexatious little lying twat you are. And Maxwell's not going to be far behind you.
Themselves. You are a sick woman. The fact that you are laying up in bed with the man that you claimed asked for your graduation album when you were a kid is effing disgusting. You claimed, hi Monica, that Negs asked for a graduation yearbook album when you were a child, and you thought that that was the weirdest thing, and that's
Sorry, wait a minute. Hands up. Nikki needs to ask a question. Most people, when they graduate, they're 18, aren't they? They're like not proper kids. Like, what's the context about asking for this bloody yearbook photo and stuff as well? And hi, Apocalypse Grave Girl, lovely to see you. Like, yeah, it gets more unhinged. I was listening to it in my ear whilst I went live, and it definitely gets more unhinged. He's obviously got Negs as his next target.
us, right? Where is the outrage now? Where is it? Why ain't you talking about that? Why did he want to see photos of you when you were a child? Let me repeat, that is your boyfriend that you told people that didn't know that he wanted Minor's yearbook album. Where is your outrage? Open your ears, everybody. There were no kids, 0 kids involved. Don't listen to what she says. She's a fucking liar. And she always has been, and she always will be. DC is not a changed woman. Do not fucking buy it at.
Right, that's the first lie I've proper heard him try to insinuate. No kids were involved. Well, he is self-admitted in court that he did talk about Neg's kids and Neg's parenting. Not only did he only admitted that, but we've seen the extent of how he's talks about Neg's kids being gay and stuff like that. Everyone here knows. So his first point about it, DC being a liar about all this is incorrect, isn't it? He's been asking to see Jan's kids. Yes, he has. What he's been doing is he flaunts his archaic family photos that have no relevance to today. Half of them are probably dead. There's not a person in them pictures who would be a minor now. He just talks shit. He loves to fucking put it on other people. Like, yeah. Thought Leroy, you badass motherfucker. I love it when you turn up. Thanks for being here.
Oh, she pulled the shit in court. She did the same fucking thing that she's saying now. She pulled it in court 2 years ago, and I loved it. The judge said your behavior is...
Right, please take note that anything he talks about is like when the case started or before the case started. Nothing about what recently happened, yeah, about this little... I've waited 2 weeks to talk about this. Nothing he's told us at the moment has been about the recent verdict, reconciliation, whatever you want to call it. But he is very interested in dragging Ron back in this, if you keep listening.
Vile. You are vile. That's coming from a judge. So I talk about all your outsides and your features, how unattractive you are from head to toe. And then we took it to the courtroom, and the judge said, "You're inside. You are a vile person." And
do you know what happened there? The judge wasn't happy that DC blatantly said she never said something 1 minute, and then the next minute it was shown to the judge she had. There's a difference with if she'd have said, "Yep, I said that, and this is why I believe why," and maybe I'm a comedian and I was saying that, but she denied it straight up, and then 1 minute later it played and it got the judges back up. Be all and end all. And then when you took it to the next judge, he said, he gave you two fucking dates to try and plead your case, and he still said fuck off, and he gave you every opportunity of everything you could throw at him, and he said fuck off, right? Second, the new judge came around, the last judge, the recent judge, you went in for it again, didn't you?
And now I can confidently with my whole heart say you are vile, ugly, in and out. You are living your karma, lady. You and Negs are the two most miserable people in the community. And we can see it just without you even opening your mouth. Why don't you want to talk about Negs going to my Facebook, taking a picture that I posted of myself back when I...
yeah, the farms went to your Facebook. The farms put all your shit up on Facebook. Why don't you talk to your little friends over there, yeah?
I was 3 years old. He took that picture of me when I was 3 years old, and he posted it on Twitter.
Why don't you talk about what he did to Gigi? Huh? Because just like what you're doing here with Eggs, this is all before you took Clara court. It's all before you took AK court as well. Yeah. Not being very clever here. I wonder why. Someone just got some money and just rung somebody. Oh dear.
Let me repeat. A picture of me when I was 3 years old, a kid. He went and he took that picture and he posted it on Twitter. Not once have you said anything, DC. That's not creepy? That's the man you are dating. Not me. You.
So go on, Fairies in the chat. Why do you think he's going at Neg so hard right now? I think because he wrote the old stuff back in it and they made an agreement, the only thing he can do now is bring stuff Negs had done and wasn't known, but is now known and would have made a difference. But the case is still open. If you look on the court, it's still open. Negs is completely off it, but DC isn't, which is weird when it says like they've reached an agreement. So we'll see.
A man that took a 3-year-old boy's picture and put it on Twitter. You did that. Your love.
Your love, Gigi, turned Yabba into a child and shouted at her non-stop the other day.
And I just want everybody to know that. Let me read what I wrote, and then I could, elaborate more. Let me ask you a question. Did you forget that you were a Bodega supporter? You considered AK your daughter? Did you forget all the fuckery you were a part of in the Discord? Okay, let's continue.
I am not going to characterize what that fixation was. I'm just going to show you examples of what he did.
Okay, we were in court. You tried this bullshit, and you were called vile. Why are you bringing this back again? Are you trying to...
Because she can, because she said she could. Ha! That's it. You've admitted it. She can say what she wants. She can make the fun out of you. She can make videos on you. She just can't lie on you. You've yet to even show us a lie. So this is why she's doing it. Bitch, you've just drained her of money. And you signed an agreement that lets us show you your arse a bit. What did you fucking expect?
Like this new community that I have, or the new supporters that I have, thanks to Carrie. Is that what you're trying to do? Lie to them and make them believe your stupidity, DC? I'm always going to call out your lies. But next time, it's going to be with evidence. I have all of your shit. And not only do I have videos,
to invade our privacy, to throw us off balance, to ruin our mental health.
That's what I do.
The mental health of everybody in the family, including the kid in question. Now,
there are no kids.
He started off in June of...
There are no kids. There are no kids anywhere in the world ever. And he's definitely never, ever, ever talks about kids disparagingly. No. And yeah.
2022, when he sent the police to our door over nonsense involving Twitch. It was ridiculous. Now, he didn't come forward and admit that he sent the police to our door. As a matter of fact, as I recall, he indignantly denied it for months.
Okay, you fucking moron. Oh shit, what did I do? Hold on.
Oh shit, he lost his strawberry douche notes. Oh no.
What did I do? You guys see me? Okay, better. I called the police. You damn right. I called the police because Negs wouldn't stop calling me a chomo. Hey, Sparks.
Oh, bitch, you lying little twat bag. You call the police. Yeah, maybe for that, but they wouldn't accept it, would they? All you could get was a bloody welfare check, you lying little slag.
That's why I called the police. Did you forget? You were calling me a sex predator? Did you forget that, DC? Did you forget he was calling me a chomo? Did you forget that?
Guess what? fucking agreement you just signed with her makes her forget that. You dickhead. You dickhead.
What did you forget when he was saying, what did you do to that little boy? What did you do to that little boy? He was saying constantly. He said it like 25 times. And you were in the chat saying, keep saying it, keep saying it, keep saying it, keep saying it, keep saying it next. Go ahead. Right? You're damn right I called the police. And yeah, that was from Twitch.
Yeah, and the police weren't asked about that. The only way you could get them there was a welfare check. Same as AK.
When I called the police, I told them exactly what was going on. There was no lie. I didn't have to lie. That was a good, valid, freaking reason to call the police. And
I believe Vicky more than I believe you. She went into a lot of detail about what happened there. To get you off the fucking phone then when checked. Same as AK.
the reason why I didn't tell the entire internet that I called the police is that I was told not to because Negs would lose his shit on me.
At the end of the day, you don't fucking do your mates over like that. Vicky came out and spoke up against you. One, because you were blackmailing her. And two, because people she liked and cared about were spreading your lies and she knew they were lies. And in her good conscience, she couldn't let them do that. You sat back and let them fucking do that, didn't you, Husky?
You and everybody else knows I don't lie, hide about ever contacting the police. And the majority of times that I've contacted the police has been on camera. And a lot of the times that I've went to the precinct has been on camera. So why would I lie?
You don't.
Why?
You don't go to the precinct, you fat fucking waste of shit. You ring and ring and ring and ring and ring with people on the line to help you. You don't fucking waddle that arse across the fucking street to no one.
Not say it. It's because the cop told me not to say it. Okay? And I don't owe you any fucking explanation, lady. I don't.
Some of his friends were in his ear, encouraging him never to admit that he had done it. Why did they do that? Well, because it was so entertaining, wasn't it? Watching us go on stream and say sending the police to our door was absolutely out of pocket. It was wrong. So that they could then go on Twitter and go on their channels and go wherever they were going and say that we were paranoid, that we were crazy.
But it was so entertaining for you to make money calling me the P word. That was good for you, wasn't it? That was good for Negs, wasn't it?
Which P word, you P-rick prick?
That's okay. That's not a problem for you. It's a problem for me. So I have to call the police, and that makes it a problem for you, right? So you want to call me out on that. You fuck around and you find out. That's all I have to tell you. And apparently you haven't learned your lesson.
That we were picking on him, that we were out of our minds, and this went on for months and months and months. Those were not pleasant months, trust me, because we were waiting for the other bomb to drop. We didn't know where it was going to come from. As luck would have it, Vicky Vibes was on that phone call that he made to the police. She and Husky had a falling out that lasted a brief period of time.
Just notice the subject is nodding his head. It may be discreetly, but he is definitely nodding his head in agreement that Vicky Vibes was on that call, thus reaffirming that Vicky's depiction of what occurred could possibly be true.
Vicky took to the internet and she described what happened when he called the police.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't just call once.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't just call twice. He kept calling and calling and calling and calling and getting increasingly enraged with the dispatcher, who, may I remind you, is a dispatcher for a very, very small town with a massive drug problem. And
I ended up speaking to a police officer. Okay, I'll elaborate in a minute.
Crime problem. And he wouldn't leave it alone. He kept calling and calling and calling.
You guys, I'm going to be honest with you. She says calling, calling, and continues. I literally called maybe 4 times. Okay?
4 times? Do you think that's excessive? Because I tell you now, if I rang the police one time and they told me that that's that, I won't be ringing and making separate reports and all this shite.
Because he wouldn't stop calling me a chomo.
Finally,
not because he won't stop calling you chomo, because he was calling him welfare checks because he wouldn't do anything else for you.
The dispatcher kept on
You're not a victim.
saying to him, this is not something that we handle, basically trying to put him off.
You're a liar.
Right?
You're a liar.
Eventually, they sent a cop to do a wellness check. That's what the dispatcher finally gave in and said, fuck it.
Fuck it, nothing, bitch. That's not what happened at all. I finally spoke to an officer and I said that this man does not stop. He's on Twitch and he continues to call me all these names and he posts lots of shit about me on Twitter, yada, yada, yada. And the dispatcher.
And the dispatcher said she didn't give a fuck. So then you have to talk about his kid and getting worried about his welfare. And that's okay. His kid has been in danger. His own welfare and laws around him is questionable. But that's not what you rang for. You rang up to be a victim and they said, "Feck off." And you didn't stop until you got any result.
You said, we had calls like this before about the same person. We went to his house and there was no answer. Do you remember that? I said the same thing over and over again. They had received phone calls about Negs complaining and saying that he's been doing some fuck shit. And when the cops go there, he doesn't answer the door. So when they identified him, they said, yes, we will do a wellness check. I said, okay. And then I said, let me make sure this damn guy doesn't not answer the
bollocks. So if a call they had no interest in and said he had no legal rights to do anything about, they then looked into the guy and no, fuck off, what's it? Line, come.
The door. I'm going to tell you when to go and knock, okay? Because this time, he's going to answer the door. And I said it. That's what happened. I've been saying it. Why are you talking about this again?
Is he just saying that? He made sure he rung the police on like the 4 times to say, like, oh, he's streaming now and definitely in the house. Is that what he's saying?
It's my right to call the police. If your man wants to call me a chomo, it's my right to call the police. Why are you blaming the victim? Why are you shaming the victim? Why don't you take this time and say, my boyfriend is batshit crazy and he goes on missions?
Like, I've heard several definitions for this chomo. I've heard childish homo, you know. There's lots. It's like, use your words correctly. Like, what's the P word? Is it predator? Is it paedophile? Is it prick? Is it pretentious little shit? I don't know, but maybe enlighten us and stick to the fucking lane you put it in.
Calling people chomos and pedos. And it rubbed off on me, and I did the same thing. Why aren't you complaining about that? And where it has landed you today after 3 fucking years. But you're blaming me for calling the police due to your toxic bullshit fucking actions. You're 60 years old. Why do we have to teach you?
Why does it have to get to a point where the police just fucking do the bare minimum they can just to fucking placate you because you won't stop ringing if they don't? Absolute rem.
You come up here and you defend this damn creepy old bitch of a man. And you are just like him. You're the same thing. You didn't call me these P words and whatever it is until you started rubbing up against him and all that stuff, right?
Fucking say what the P word is. It's doing me head in.
You didn't do that. Then when you moved in with him and became a lover, you were doing the same fucking thing. And not just to me. You did it to Gigi as well. You're a nasty old fucking hag. That's what you are. Stay a hag. The only difference between today and back then is now you indentures and you got more wrinkles. Ain't good. Ain't good, bitch. I don't care. This is your karma. And I'm glad that I'm the one that taught you a fucking lesson, bitch. I'm glad. Because you and your boyfriend are out of control.
He's so scared. He's so fucking scared. Right. And is it just me? Can anyone see that he's trying to bait Negs at the moment? He's got a problem with Negs being took off that case officially. Anyone else think that?
Don't forget where you came from. Don't forget who you hang out with. Don't forget who you've been kikiing with and who you called your daughter because she was doing all your fuck shit for you. And how many times you were online in Discord talking about, oh, I wanted to contact this person so many times and tell them off because they're trying to destroy me and Negs and this, that, the other. You were trying to dog whistle and trying to tell AK and this one to do all of your fuck shit. DC, you're a nasty bitch. And that's why we are very, very different. And I'm going to tell you, I don't do those things. I might come online and I might go a little too far on someone. because I have that problem, and then I regret it and I feel sorry because sometimes I lose my cool. Okay, I did it with Sparks. We had our moment. Sparks has been around since day one. She's back. That happens. I'm not perfect. I'm just another person. Okay, I'm just another person that's trying to do this YouTube shit. Okay, and it's been thrown around with the P word here and there and all this other stuff. Okay, I'm learning how to navigate myself online. But one thing that sets us apart is that you play fucking high school games, bitch. You're a miserable, nasty witch that I cannot fucking trust. You haven't changed at all. You called AK your daughter because she was coming after me. She was calling me the predator. You called me the sex predator. She was also posting that sex predator post.
He's been completely normal here, isn't he, people? Yeah. Oh my God. Hi, Navy Tex. You're right, darling.
Poster, right? She was calling Gigi whatchamacallit, predator. And so
this stream's bloody brilliant, isn't it? AK? He's just done a GG. This is what GG did on your last stream. It's flipping amazing. I just want to know where Maxwell's angle is here and what's coming, because there is something coming. There's no way he's going in on legs like this for no reason. Wait 1 minute. Sky, are you okay? Do we need to ring an ambulance?
So were you.
Hit me up on WhatsApp, Sky. If there's anything you need, let me know.
You loved every moment of it. I can say that I never said those things. I was never in there. Hey, oh, really, boo?
Navy, I could be here all day trying to explain to you what this fucking thing on the screen is. You know, I sent you those clips of that GG guy. And you said, what the fuck is that? Welcome his co-plaintiff, soon-to-be defendant, fellow woman-hating little prick. If you are hanging around, you'll soon see what's going on here. But yeah, Sky, message me.
I love you too. Never did those things. I will never, ever play YouTube games. You like me or you don't like me. You can watch me. You don't have to watch me. But I am not going to go and try to ruin your life. I'm not harassing anybody. You're coming online.
A effing K, Husky. You have dragged her through litigation, which is very unwarranted. Harassment. Even your filings of defamation. You're claiming things that a court has told you you're wrong on already. Like, I think you've had some news, you and Gigi. It's funny that you're both spiraling within days of each other. You've had some bad news. Or, like I keep pointing out, around his nasal area. See, and he keeps sniffing and rubbing his nose. Alludes to a payout probably today since he's doing all this. I think he's up to some nefarious activity. Well, I meant if you're around for a little while, as in for the foreseeable. You best not leave me. But yeah, if you want to see any proof of his harassment, just fucking look at what he's doing to AK right now.
Jen comes in here and says,
Navy, this guy, and you know the guy I sent you the clips of and that, he's cost my friend here, AK, Hot Spiteful Rejects. Sorry, I'm calling him AK. You probably don't know that. He's cost her 33k already by filing frivolous thing after frivolous thing and accusing her of everything he's done to her. Can you imagine how much that bloody stings?
Oh, I'm harassing this one, I'm harassing that one. No, you're coming in here and harassing me. I don't bother nobody. I do my thing online and I talk my shit and that's it. But DC, you are a whole nother story.
Navy, you're the same as me. We love this shit. Get on board. I know you'd be a cracking addition to our team.
You're disgusting. And I would not be surprised that in less than a year, you will be friends again with AK. I would not be surprised at all. You constantly flip-flop. That's why you are the only one that's not happy right now.
Navy, these people literally are praying that AK's father will take her away to Pakistan and honor kill her. They rung him up. They tried to encourage that behaviour. I'm not even... Yeah, I'll meet you back in DMs, yeah, babe.
You and AK, you're very much alike. You and your daughter experience a lot of the same things in life. How you feeling? How you feeling? You feeling good? And you can tell your friend the crocheter to go fuck his ass too. Okay? Another piece of shit. How is his YouTube channel? Oh, never mind. Doesn't exist.
Navy, we've got fake GoFundMes and fake cancer, fake... Oh, it's a bit up your street. I think you might have a bit of time for it now as well, and I know you'd be a great help if you want to come on board.
You're a pathetic piece of shit. Let me give you a little piece of advice. Go get a job at Walmart. You're not entertaining. You're too old anymore for this shit. You can't even drive. You probably could hardly see. Every time you're on the computer, you're like, you don't even know.
Right, Husky's legally blind. Do you think he's fucking able to drive? You know, he's been bought these glasses to make it look like he's not wearing sunglasses because everyone says, like, you know, can't be legally blind and read chat with sunglasses on, you know. Maybe we know people love faking shit. Remember the Illyria? Oh, what was it name and last name? Ilya. The Ilya bird. And she did the fake GoFundMe for the cancer treatment. Remember what happened there when she got outed? What happened? She put the money back into the GoFundMe account and pressed refund all, didn't she? That's how she managed to sort that out. Now, the guy I sent you clips of, he did a GoFundMe. He said he was unable to refund everyone back. There was no way to do it. And then he gave it his best friend. So, yeah.
The camera's on. You're like, you come on and you're like, the camera goes on for fucking 15 minutes on the fucking chair. You don't even know that it's on. Or you come on with your fucking shower cap and you're like, lady, go do something. Nobody wants to fucking listen to you. Really, nobody does. Go to your successful Temu business that you have, selling those yoga mats. Go do what you got to do. Hi, Miss Lou. Go do what you got to do. Listen, you have fucked up your relationship, lady. Your, not relationship, sorry, reputation. You have fucked up your reputation. And next to, that's why nobody watches. And you know what? I had nothing to do with it. It's all because of you.
I believe DC started it, but Husky has had a lot of help in the meantime to perpetuate it. But then all his friends are her best friends. How does that work out? Like, you've got Cliffy. He's ringing district prosecutor, whatever they're called, up there in Florida, or down in Indiana, wherever he's reported it. But he's ringing that entity to help Negs out. And then all this shit's getting put. How can? I just don't get it. I just don't get it. How Husky's in a case with them and he's doing this now, and then you got Gigi who's in a case with Husky. Trying to help Negs. It's racks my brain. I couldn't do this shit. I'm too normal. And that's me saying that.
You made fun of Irate Alex, of his sickness. You said you were going to have a party when he gets really, really sick. Hopefully he won't. Right? Look where he is now. He's happier than you are. He has a newborn. He has Irate Princess in his life. Look at me. I'm happy now. I got you out of my fucking life. I don't have to worry about you anymore, looking at your ugly ass in court. Now I got to worry about this other camel. The only one that's miserable is you. I've told you this 3 years ago. Karma is a bitch. God doesn't like ugly, and he doesn't like beauty. And that's all I'm going to say. I mean, what more is there for me to say, you guys? You know, hold on.
Right, listen, I'm not American, am I? I've been to like Florida and New York in my life, but yeah, up in Indiana, down in Florida. I'm sorry, but I've learned a thing today. Thank you.
Okay. I really don't think that she belongs on the internet anymore. She could hardly drive. That poor dog. She was home, tried to babysit that dog, and look what happened. That dog got out and got loose. I mean, you're just go somewhere, go do something, lady. You're not even worth it. You're like a knee.
Oh yeah, I did say that he'd have champagne when FFG passes away. Was that like 6 months ago when he was saying that she were putting BBJ on the barbecue? Navy, I do need to come to Texas. I've got you there, and I've got Sush there as well. Like, I've got all the reasons to be in Texas. It's on my list to do anyway. Put it that way.
Dragging you now, I feel guilty because you're just you. So, do you guys have any questions? By the way, Gigi's going to be live at 5 o'clock. Okay.
Oh, I missed that too, Cardinals. Did he fucking say that? Like, there's a lot of things we compare Husky to. None of them are racist. You know, you can just say he's fat, you can say he's old, you can say he's ugly, you can say his teeth is bad. You know, you can say his story about Gloria is bullshit. You can say a lot of things. You don't have to, like, go to that place, do you?
So, make sure you go check him out. Why are we not outside today? I don't know. I had to whatchamacallit.
Navy, if this case actually goes to trial, I'm America all the way, and I'm definitely going Texas if I end up over that side at Bond.
Take notes. I wrote notes for this because if I don't write notes, it's not easy. So it took me a couple of hours to do that. I was supposed to go on Carrie's channel this morning, but I told her I'll come on tomorrow. So tomorrow I'm going to go on at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So yeah.
So this big bombshell stream that's about to end, if you look at the bar, where is this shown that he won against DC? Like, the only thing that could even allude to him winning was the fact he's saying he'll pay people back, which alludes to the fact he has money. And this is what he did last time. Give it a bit of time, made the check clear. I mean, Maxwell get his part out of it and stuff, and then add an end product. I'm surprised that bloody Maxwell has given him any kind of money when he's carrying on this shit in Maryland. I'd be keeping it if I were Maxwell, because fucking bitch, you're going to need it. Lisa, I had every plan to come to Maryland in June, but I know tragic isn't well enough. I don't think court's going to be happening in June. I'm not wasting my money and being laughed at, turning up in America and not having some fucking entertainment to go. And so, when I'm sure of things going down, I'm coming doing a bit of a tour. I am, definitely. Finances are sorted, that's for sure.
Yeah. I mean, I have all of my evidence. Not only do I have it of hers, I also have it of Next. And there's chomo here and there and everywhere. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for coming.
Right, so you're saying there, He's got all the evidence against DC and Eggs, Choma here, there, and everywhere. Guess what you can't do? You can't make an agreement with people to drop everything. And say, I've got all this evidence. Well, she's saying she's got all that evidence. Guess what? You've both got a fucking agreement. Let's see what bullshit Maxwell is going to slap down. Now, before I got, there was something I was trying to find on my freaking channel. If you just give me a moment. I think that's editing.
I hope you, if you didn't see it all, it's going to be on, you can watch it on replay. I'll keep this video up, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Always remember to love yourself. Ain't nobody better, and be what you is regardless. And always remember, this Husky love you. Bye.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, I love you. I'm scared. Can you please help me? Can you please help me, Daddy?
Where are you coming
from? Sorry, Daddy, we don't need no. I watch a lot of body cam shit and US court stuff and that. You know, trying to improve my knowledge, like getting better every day, unlike Maxwell apparently. Oh right. Oh yeah, he said Gigi was going live soon at 5. Is it 5 now for you? Yeah. Yeah, has he been live for a little while? Oh, why can't I find it? I don't want to find it. I might have to do a keyword search on my Twitter because I know I've sent it. I was really pissed off at watching AK and Alex's stream the other day. And just like, Gigi was just saying shit like, all I've ever done is call Alex a skank. Like, you've never done worse than that. Well, yeah, he has said a lot worse than that. Like, a lot worse. Like, in one stream, he said the most abhorrent crap he could have ever fucking said about Alex. And he said he's only ever called her a skank. That's annoying me. And sorry if this might upset you, Alex. It's not meant to. It's meant to show what a cunt he is and the crap he says, yeah. So this is just a little clip of fucking the kind of things Gigi said about Alex over a year ago, yeah.
I need dental care. Ma'am, somebody told me with proof you shot up heroin while pregnant. Go fuck yourself, Crystal. You were doing she was shooting up heroin while pregnant, allegedly, but this person showed me a receipt. You need to sit the fuck down, sweetheart. Yeah.
You need to show your fucking receipts for that shit, Gigi. I'm not being funny. That takes absolute piss. And for you to sit there and say you've only ever called her a skank, are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? I'm fuming. I'm fuming. You said that the other night. This isn't the only clip. I've got too many bloody clips of you being a cunt like this, Cliffy. And do you know what? I'm going to fucking spend the next few months showing you this.
Yeah, I'm going to,
if I get children, oh my God.
She has a kid, yes. And according to this person who is a very reliable source, told me that she was shooting up while pregnant. So, Crystal, if I were you, I would shut the fuck up before I drop the rest of those messages.
Who else wants fucking Cliffy to drop those messages, eh? Eh? Who else wants him to show the proof of where he got that information from? This fucking trusted source. He said, shut up or I'll fucking show the proof. I ain't shutting up, Cliff. Show the fucking proof. Show the proof, you lying little scummy bastard, yeah? You've even lied about your fucking mother dying, you piece of shit, right? I'm sorry, I've got mad. I am mad. I am fucking mad. No, he's talking about fucking Alex Kimberlina. I'm sorry, I'm playing it again, right? This is the guy who said he's only ever called Alex a skank.
I need dental care. Ma'am, somebody told me with proof you shot up heroin while pregnant. Go fuck yourself, Crystal. You were doing she was shooting up heroin while pregnant, allegedly, but this person showed me a receipt. You need to sit the fuck down, sweetheart. Yeah. I'm gonna
First of all, the bitch has children. Oh my god.
She has a kid.
Second
Yes.
of all,
according to this person who is a very reliable source, told me that she was shooting up while pregnant. So, Crystal, if I were you, I would shut the fuck up before I drop the rest of those messages. I need dental care. Ma'am, somebody told me with proof you shot up heroin while pregnant. Go fuck yourself, Crystal. You were doing she was shooting up heroin while pregnant, allegedly, but this person showed me a receipt. You need to sit the fuck down.
It doesn't matter if you're saying allegedly. You're affirming the information you're giving out there. You're saying it's from someone you trust. It's a trusted source. Fuck you. The word allegedly is the same as flipping Minecraft. It doesn't get you out of it. So he's talking about fucking... So I am mad now. I am mad now because I'm looking for that clip. I know what the clip says. I know. But it's like, it gets to me so much how someone can fucking lie this bad. And if he's talking about Lucy again, Lucy, if you are Vila Vendetta, you were never a fucking fan to Yabba. You're a fucking yato, lick ass, right? As well as a fucking security Monica lick ass and Mango Jaws, all the people who defend them pedos, yeah? I've matched your voice. I fucking know your voice. I know the fucking shit you come out with. You always come out with the same fucking poor me, uncle, auntie, this, that. You were never a fan of Yabba. So if you did go in there and she reacted like that to you, that's one, because she didn't fucking recognise you, and two, because you were fucking being unreasonable. Yeah? Ain't it funny how fucking Gigi accepted you onto that call so easily? Let you speak your bullshit and go on and on and on. And knew exactly what you were going to say. Yeah? Oh, just so happened Yato were up there as well. Alright? She was a fucking plant. If Yabba clocked that plant and reacted accordingly, well, guess what? You don't have no fucking leg to stand on. And yes, I'm mad, and yes, I'm going to fuck off before I fucking say something I shouldn't do. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I believe I'm going to have stuff to say tomorrow. Thank you. Goodbye.
Perpetual victim with an abusive nature, feeling so stuck, they tear like paper. Can't let anything go, no. Cries like a bitch, this we know, no. Won't let anything go, no. Cries if his mother's called a ho. Let's take a second to pray for his mom. He said 5 years ago that she was terminal. Isn't it true that we're all actually dying? Gigi, don't be a bitch, boy, just stop your earth and lying. It's your mom's son, it's your mom's son, it's your mom's son. It's your mom's son. That's your mom's son. Gigi's bullshit is coming to the surface. More people that never know that he's just effing worthless. Perpetual victim with an abusive nature, feeling so soft, they tear like paper. Can't let anything go, no. Cries like a bitch, this we know, no. Won't let anything go, no. Cries if his mother's called a ho. Let's take a second to pray for his mom. He said 5 years ago that she was terminal. Isn't it true that we're all actually dying? Gigi, don't be a bitch, boy, just stop your earth and lying. It's your mom's son, it's your mom's son, it's your mom's son. It's your mom's son, it's your mom's son. son, that's your mom's son.
Isn't it true that we're all actually dying? Chi-Chi, don't be a bitch boy.